The old, decrepit house stood at the end of a long, winding dirt road. Its windows were boarded up and the paint on the walls was chipped and peeling. The roof was missing several shingles and the chimney was crumbling. The yard was overgrown with weeds and the gate to the fence surrounding the property hung off its hinges. Despite its obvious state of disrepair, there was something intriguing about the house. It was as if it held secrets and secrets within secrets. Many of the townspeople whispered about its dark history and the ghost stories that surrounded it, but no one dared to step foot inside. That is, until a group of friends, eager for a thrill, decided to explore the house. They had heard the rumors and were determined to uncover the truth. As they made their way inside, they felt a chill run down their spine. The floorboards creaked beneath their feet and the air was thick with the musty smell of decay. Cobwebs clung to the walls and ceiling, and the only light came from the small flashlight they had brought with them. As they ventured deeper into the house, they stumbled upon a room that seemed to be untouched by time. The furniture was covered in dust and cobwebs, but it was clear that someone had once lived there. A rocking chair sat in the corner, as if waiting for someone to sit in it. The fireplace was cold and empty, but the ashes were still there. It was as if the room was frozen in time, waiting for someone to come back and bring it back to life. The friends were starting to feel uneasy, and they decided to leave the room and explore the rest of the house. As they walked down the hallway, they heard a noise coming from one of the rooms. They cautiously approached the door and slowly opened it. Inside, they found a small child's bedroom. The room was empty, but they could hear someone crying. They quickly realized that the crying was coming from the closet. They opened the door and found a little girl huddled in the corner, her face streaked with tears. She was dressed in a nightgown that was torn and dirty. She looked up at them with wide, frightened eyes. She was clearly terrified, and the friends quickly realized that she was a ghost. They tried to comfort her, but she was too afraid to speak. They could only hold her and try to calm her. As they held her, they felt a cold breeze pass through the room, and they knew that someone or something was watching them. The friends knew they had to get out of the house. They quickly gathered their things and headed for the door. As they stepped outside, they looked back at the house. It was dark and foreboding, and they knew that they would never forget the ghost they had encountered inside. They never spoke of their experience again, but they all knew that the house held a dark secret and that the ghost of the little girl was still trapped inside. They also knew that they were the only ones that had ever seen her, and they would never forget the haunted house and the little ghost girl who lived there.